Welcome to this presentation of the CalderaRIP solution. This is a technical overview of the main RIP features from the latest version 12. Let's have a closer look. All Caldera in one single account. Use the WorkSpace to download and register your product, and much more. From this new Caldera platform, you will have access to thousands of color profiles, more than 1,000 printer drivers, and tools to improve your print workflow. Version 12 also supports software licenses, allowing for easier RIP virtualization on Windows stations. You can download it by typing your access number, activation code, and hardware fingerprint. If you want to try out CalderaRIP software, just ask for a free demo license. Since version 12's release, we also provide new online trainings. You can access the latest training list by navigating to the Training Center area. A variety of training topics are available, so you can choose the ones that suit your needs. CalderaDock is a new RIP module which allows you to execute some basic maintenance actions in order to optimize the RIP resources, but also to easily access all the local and remote apps. Save your current RIP configuration for easy backup or software mirroring in case of a hardware failure. Clear the TMP data, such as ripped files, with one click in order to save disk space faster. Remove useless images from your image bar to recover more resources. Restart the services to fix issues. Set up a comfortable Caldera environment by adding app icons on the desktop. Give your station a unique look by setting the latest wallpapers from version 12. CalderaDock is a scalable application, and Caldera strives to put in place new, innovative tools with every update to improve the daily user experience. You will find some additional resources such as test charts and various images, and direct access to all Caldera external resources such as WorkSpace and CalderaDesk. Let's jump now into the RIP software. Our RIP solutions offer a very graphical and intuitive interface. The software is split under two main windows: the image bar, containing multiple tabs to facilitate job organization, and the application bar, with setup tools and printers. From the image bar, you can create as many tabs as you want in order to sort your production. For ease of visibility, you can customize the printer's icons according to the type of device. You can change the icon's color as well. For instance, let's switch it to green. To import a file, select the tab where you would like to load the image. Drop the FileMan icon to the desktop. Select the files you want to import in the image bar. Caldera version 12 is using the Adobe PDF Print Engine 5, which is currently the most powerful engine to treat and RIP PDF files on 64-bit based systems. By opening the file, the images will then be ripped as a lower resolution file for preview and then imported inside the software. The operation is multitasking. You can close the file manager and the files will continue to be imported in the background. Files can also be imported into the RIP software by using a hot folder. You can create as many hot folders as you want to organize and automate file importation. Here, we're going to drop several files into the folder Hot Folder, which has been set up to open the files inside the image bar. If you want to print a file, simply drop it onto the printer icon. Select the number of copies and set the essential printing settings, such as the resolution, the roll size, the material, and the quality. Then click on the Print button and the file will be processed according to the chosen action. You will be able to check the status of a job by going in the spooler. As you can see here, the file is now ripping. Let's look at how to review a file in high resolution. It's very simple. Just drop the file on the desktop. You can then use the mouse to zoom in, zoom out, or move into the file. If you want to crop an area, you will need to select the crop tool on the left-hand side. Then select the desired image's area and copy. This piece is exported here as a new file in the Current tab and is ready to be printed. If you wish to do advanced printing, you will need to drop the file into the printer and open the layout window. This layout window allows you to choose the scale and modify the file. For instance, you can graphically resize the image or enter a scaling factor. You can also center the image on the substrate and mirror it for backlit printing. Now, let's add some crop marks and basic annotations to the file. The Caldera software has the unique ability to zoom inside the preview to ensure that you have selected the appropriate option. You can also use print bleed in order to generate additional pixels around the document frame for Canvas application. Now the additional surrounding pixels are shown in red. Feel free to add some grommet marks if you plan to print a banner. Files can also easily be repeated along the page by going to the Step and Repeat tab. Choose the number of copies and the margin between each. As you can see, marks and bleed are applied to the repeated images. The Caldera software also supports cut shapes. A file containing a cut contour will appear in the image bar with a cutter icon. If you drop one of these files into the printing window and enable the cutting, you will see that the cut stroke is highlighted in red. Now we are going to see how to nest this sticker thanks to its cut shape. Let's go again to the Step and Repeat tab, but this time by clicking the Contour option. Choose the number of copies and the margin between each entity. As you can see, the images are now nested according to their cut shapes instead of the document frame. You can also add some bleed area around each shape in order to avoid white area if the cutter is not 100% calibrated. Here, we are setting 3 mm of surrounding bleed area by mirroring pixels. Then we can set up the cut marks by going to the Cutting tab. After choosing the cutter, the RIP software will then add the registration marks and barcodes necessary to track the job according to the chosen cutter. Let's rip the file and have a look at the spooler. After the ripping process, the cut file is available in the Visual Cut queue. To access the interface, just click the Cut button. Visual Cut allows you to drive USB or network cutters. You can create as many tools as needed by simply configuring the speed and the pressure of the blade. Once everything is ready, you can launch the cut process. Caldera also has unique colour management tools that include spot colour management, such as Pantone library colours. Drag and drop an image containing spot colours into the print module. Go to the spot colour management icon. By going to the Visual tab, you can locate the colours inside the file by selecting the spot colour name from the list. By browsing the Details tab, you can see the desired colour and the achievable colour within the printer's colour gamut according to the differing rendering intents. You can also try to decrease the delta E by printing your own colour book for dynamic colour replacement. To do so, set up the number of printed swatches by choosing the range, the samples per direction, and the ink combinations. Once you set it up, print the colour book and select the colour you want. Type the corresponding output values. You can even save this colour in a custom CMYK library in order to automatically replace the colour in the future. For printers supporting white or special inks, Caldera offers a full workflow through the Special Ink tab in the Layout tab. By enabling the separation, Caldera will detect the way the file has been built. In the current example, the file contains a white spot colour, so we can easily colorize the white areas and hide the underneath layer to see all the elements that will be printed in white. Of course, you can choose other white separation by filling a contour or by doing a full page coverage. If you want to print multiple files in the same job, you can drop the files in the printer and instead of selecting Print, just select the Nest option. Here we are going to print 3 copies of this file by using Step&Repeat. Then, 1 copy of another file. Let's again print 15 copies of this file. If we go to the spooler, we can see that a new Nest-O-Matik document is now pending. It will stay there until we decide to print it. To print it, just click the Print button. Caldera also offers a unique layout tool that enables multiple file nesting and several other options. To use this tool, click the Compose icon in the application bar. Then, select your printer and proper media size. Drop your elements onto the page. By holding the Control key, you will be able to choose the number of copies. By clicking the nesting option, Caldera will automate the placement of each image and will automatically adapt the height of the page. If you want to save more media, push the Contour Nesting button to organise images according to strokes. As you can see here, we almost saved 20% of media usage. When the composition is ready, it can be saved in the image bar and sent to the printer. If you need to split a huge file in several tiles, you can rely on our Tiling Plus module. Tiling offers a very flexible and advanced way to optimize tile management in order to cover a wide range of applications, such as wallpaper, banners, vehicle wrapping, indoor decoration, and much more. Let's drop a file inside the Tiling Plus artboard to see how it works. Here, you can adjust the foreground opacity to get better visibility. Define your print constraints and let the software calculate the appropriate number of tiles while also providing the media usage for this tile. You can also shape the tiles by doing manual adjustments. Let's create a horizontal tile. Select tiles and merge them together. Split one tile horizontally. Split another vertically. If needed, you can even disable tiles to not print by pushing the cross button. To add overlaps, select the tiles you want, the side and the overlap value. The overlap area will show up in red. As you can see, we also activated label printing in order to ease print management. Tiling Plus also has the unique ability to load and save templates, so you can reload a complex tiling template which contains a predefined set of tiles with overlaps and grommets, for example. You can also generate a PDF assembly guide in order to ease on-site installation. Once the job is ready, click on Create to export the tiles in the image bar. You can display all the tiles in the image bar by clicking the plus icon. To print the tiles, drag and drop the file onto the printer, like a normal job. Caldera also offers a variety of automation tools. As we saw earlier, we can configure a hot folder to import files straight into the image bar. Here, we have linked the same hot folder to an automated process made with the Workflow module that will tile and nest the jobs based on a Tiling Plus template. Let's copy-paste a file into the hot folder to see what happens. First, you can see that the original file and tiling file appears in the image bar. then the job is automatically sent as a nested job pending in the spooler. You can also use the Quick Print feature to send a file to the workflow. Just right-click on the image, then select the workflow in the list. The current nested file is now populated with the incoming tiles. To conclude this Caldera version 12 overview, let's talk about EasyMedia, our very intuitive module dedicated to colour profiling. The application is wizard-based and guides you through all the steps necessary to create a great output colour profile. You will be able to store as much media as you need and many resolution combinations and colour modes. Feel free to import a profile from our profile library, available in WorkSpace. Calibration can easily be done by following the EasyMedia steps, meaning printing and measuring targets and charts with a spectrophotometer. Here, setting the transition curves will ensure a calibrated usage of light and dark ink in order to get an optimal output with printers using light inks. At every step of the calibration, you can print a test chart in order to verify your settings. You can also optimize the ink consumption and avoid poor effects on your prints by tweaking the linearization curves. The latest Caldera version 12 includes a new algorithm allowing you to generate dynamic linearization curves, which will ensure best gradients and color smoothness, even in difficult situations. A specific dynamic target will allow you to set up your global ink limit. Caldera integrates the latest X-Rite technology, using the X-Rite i1 Prism engine to ensure state-of-the-art colour management. At the end of the profiling process, Caldera offers an advanced colour gamut viewer, allowing you to see the shape of your gamut. Let's compare the current gamut with another profile. Advanced colour analysis shows you how well you would be able to reproduce colours, such as Pantone colours. Finally, you can control the compliance with standards, such as PSO, PSD or G7, by printing a new target or by using the current measurement as a simulation. This concludes our Caldera demonstration. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon.